Hello, everyone. It's your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with
Guy who is afraid of copyright strikes. Jay.
Ryan. And today we're going to be doing episode 15, I think, of the Two Guys Talking podcast. Ryan, how do you feel about the fact that we are on episode 15 now?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I agree that it's a great milestone, and I'm happy that the audience has been sticking with us the whole time.
You're like all like five of them.
Mhm.
How
Um,
many views do these things get? Like a few?
I forget to promote them, I think is another thing. If you look at like the community tab, I promoted like episode 8 and then I didn't promote like
Yeah, I
the
know.
next 4 episodes or whatever.
Like on the Discord.
Well, in the Discord, I think I'm more consistent about like the promotion. But the community tab reaches, I think, the greatest number of people out of all the different like methods. Because if the community tab goes to like all 2,000 something subscribers, then it seems like my priority should be like the community tab, more or less, for promotion. But it's always like an afterthought. Let's see. So what do I want to Google? Because I know Ryan's looking at Wikipedia. I could look at Ben 10 Wikia. Because I know Ryan loves talking about Ben 10. So I'm gonna go to random pages on the Ben 10 Wikia and just see what comes up. Okay, so the first thing that came up was the proto truck. It was Rook's spaceship back in Ben 10 Omniverse. Small truck that could camouflage. Well, technically it's camouflaged as a small truck, but it's actually a spaceship. It was destroyed in Let's Do
I hear that
again.
renewable energies are finally like overtaking stuff. That like solar power is like really pretty cheap now or something.
Ryan, did you
Or like
read like the headline of that article and then
no, but like I'd already heard that the stuff had like gotten a lot cheaper in the last few years. So it was like really, overtaking some of the other things.
do you happen to have any discussion topics on your mind?
Hmm. You want to talk about Naruto?
Naruto? What about Naruto?
Hmm. China has a lot of solar power.
Let's see. So I know that
Like they've
Ryan's
been investing in it.
particularly interested in talking about Benton, and that's okay. He seems to be interested in talking about Naruto. How about, oh, I have a question that's Naruto related. Um, do you think Naruto, do you think Boruto will ever be as good as Naruto?
No.
Why not?
Hmm.
So you're like, I do not think that the Boruto show will ever be as good as the Naruto show. But then you're like, but I don't have specific reasons why.
Hmm.
Okay. Good talk. Yeah, this sounds like a.
Okay. Is Naruto a good show? Like as good as this other thing? Have we even established the other thing's good or gooder? Like what do you mean?
Okay.
Like
That's a.
you think it would be as bad as the Naruto show? Or as bad as Naruto Shippuden?
Okay, fair question. Which show do you think is better?
Well, I mean, the Naruto and Naruto Shippuden is an arbitrary distinction, you know, in the way that like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is arbitrary. Like it's just one thing, but they divided it. You can still have part one and part two, I guess. The time skip. Well, like for some reason they like reintroduced it as like a new kind of show or something, which I don't really get.
Okay. So how do you want to count it for the sake of discussion? Do you
You just
count?
Naruto and Boruto,
Okay, cool.
one show.
Do you think Boruto? Well, I guess I still need to ask it as which do you think is better, Naruto or Boruto?
Well, I don't know. I haven't finished either of the shows, Jet. You know, do you mean like of the parts I've watched, the
Yeah,
like
because
400 episodes of Naruto and the 150 episodes of Boruto I've watched?
so how many episodes of Naruto have you watched again?
I don't know. I've watched. I'm on like 300 something of Shippuden, and then however many like manga can. Well, that's not even all the manga can, I guess. Probably less. So maybe 300 or 400 episodes.
Okay, so you've definitely
Probably.
seen a lot more of Naruto than Boruto. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna like it more than Boruto, you know? Because you can look at a lot of something, still not be as good as the little that you see of like another thing. Um, so
Dislike Boruto though. Like I'm not trying to like you know go all in on comparing the two either. You know, it's fine. You know.
um,
Mm.
well, by saying that like you're not interested in comparing the two, then it sounds like you wouldn't be interested in like the discussion at all, because the whole discussion involves comparing the two and
I didn't mean like
opinions about them respectively.
shows. I meant like discussing like events in the show, like lore or something. You know.
Lore could be an element of it if you're like, well, what I really like about
Maybe I
Naruto
don't
is
want to
the
talk about.
lore or something.
Change my mind. Don't want to talk about Boruto anymore. Look what you done, Jay. You destroyed all the conversation topics by asking me questions, trying to have real discussions.
There's always more conversation topics, right? I have yet to run out. Okay, so how much Dragon Ball Z have you watched?
Very little.
Very little. How much is very little?
I've watched some Z Kai,
Um,
mainly like stuff in like the like Saiyan arc and like Namek stuff. So like nothing after like Frieza. Well, I mean, there's a little bit of the earlier Cell, I guess. Like it was just some of the random stuff that was on like the kind of like Saturday morning Toonami, not Toonami. What's that block called? Like the anime block that the like the four kids or whatever had, or what was that had on Saturday mornings or whatever. They had Z Kai episodes running, airing. So I watched them. And that's really all the Dragon Ball content I've watched ever.
what do you think of the little bit of Dragon Ball content that you watch?
It's fine.
It's fine.
Probably would just watch Kai. You know, it takes less time, right? Like edit it down.
Hmm.
Like, you know, the manga or something else.
Um,
Right? He's like, oh yeah, we have like 100 more episodes, and all that time is just like dust clearing shit, waiting around for the next beam to get shot at. Because we gotta, and we don't got it, but we just, you know, had it be longer than it really had to be.
I mean, Z also has filler arcs. Like, it's not just filler episodes inside of arcs, but like whole arcs that are just extra stories that aren't in Kai.
Hmm.
I watched all of Kai. I did not watch all of Z. I've been told by people that I should watch all of Z, and I'm
Is there like a particular like dub or something that people like, or like do they want you to watch like the Japanese?
I think the dub. I don't think I've heard anyone other than YouTubers recommend that I like check out the Japanese version. People who I know in person, I don't think have ever said like, "Oh, Dragon Ball subbed." Woo.
Probably all just watched and got into it from the dub. They're probably all like Dragon Ball dub watchers. Like, have any of them even watched the sub?
The only sub that I watched was Super because I was watching it as it was coming out. So I watched Super before there was a dub to be.
But like, did any of your friends do that?
Um,
Like, did any of them watch the show?
Sure, some did. But I also know that there were people who were ready to wait just for the dub to come out and then check it out then. So it's like a mix. It depends on how patient you are, I guess. Because some people really don't like the female Goku voice of the Japanese version. But
You know, the true voice.
I actually prefer the female voice. Like, I thought it was weird initially, but after a while, it just fits the character. It's not bad. The Sean Schimmel voice actually sounds like oddly gruff. Like once you get used to the
Well, I mean, what he like starts out as like a bitty kid, in like the story, and then you just so like the wouldn't the voice actress or like the voice fit more like OG Goku, and then it just by the time you get used to that, it's just the normal voice now.
well,
Do they have the same voice actor for Kid Goku as like adult Goku, like in the dub?
in the dub. I don't think Sean Schimmel does Kid Goku. I think Kid Goku's somebody else. I'll Google it. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
I've also watched a bunch of that Dragon Ball Abridged, I guess, as well. If that counts as having seen Dragon Ball stuff.
So Stephanie Ann Nataline or Natalin, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Nadolny, I guess. She does Child Goku, Gohan, and I assume Gotenks, but I don't know. Well, not Gotenks. Fuck, Goten. Gotenks is the fusion. Um, it's interesting that she did Child Goku and she does Gohan because that, and I guess she's doing Kid Gohan.
She's doing all the kid voices.
Well, not all the kid voices because
Oh, well,
is a different voice actor.
the kid voices for all of the I'm just Goku clone child kids.
Well, Gohan's not a Goku clone.
Okay, sure.
Let's see. So I'm looking up Goten's voice actor because I don't think it's the same person. Is it Kara Edwards who does Goten?
I wouldn't know.
Yep, that's what it looks like. So never mind. Goku's child voice actor is not the same as Goten for some reason. Maybe because it would sound too similar, I guess, to Gohan. Who knows? Let's see. Do you think you would actually watch Kai?
I mean, I've seen some of Kai. Maybe I would watch it. Like, I wouldn't object to watching it, but I also wouldn't go out of my way to watch it. You know? It's one of those like mid-tier in terms of desire to watching scale.
What is the best type of bagel?
I don't know, maybe an egg bagel.
Why?
Because it tastes better than plain bagel, but it doesn't have a bunch of shit else on it.
Are the worst bagels the ones that just have a whole bunch of stuff on them?
I mean, they're not necessarily the worst. What would be the worst? I don't know. I guess maybe the lowest tier ones are like those like onion ones. I feel like they're like not as good as everything else. I feel like they never really get eaten because I never really go out of my way to eat them. There's just like some in the fridge right now, and I'm just like, I don't know who's gonna eat these. Not me. Who likes these onion bagels? Nobody. Okay, and that's why they don't get eaten. Don't buy them. I don't know. Or maybe they buy them just so they don't get eaten.
What?
What?
Why would you buy them to not eat them?
Like, so I don't eat them.
Oh, like these are the bagels that I get to consume because I know Ryan will stay away, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then does anyone eat them after?
Yeah, no one really eats because like, yeah, they're just like the ones that get thrown in the fridge and then no one takes them out the fridge. They just stay there until you throw them out in the garbage kind of shit. It's like just stop getting the onion bagels. I don't know what your deal is. Whoever's buying these, mom, dad, don't maybe.
So, which is better in your opinion? A bagel or a donut?
A bagel
Why?
because it tastes better.
What? How so?
There's a second wave of the coronavirus happening in Europe right now.
Yeah, and Ryan's saying that bagels taste better than donuts right now. So, let what's your favorite kind of donut versus like your favorite kind of bagel in terms of which you would prefer?
What do you mean?
Like, if it's your favorite donut versus your favorite bagel, which comes out on top?
I don't know what my favorite donut is.
You don't know what your favorite donut is? How many different donut types have you tried?
Mm-hmm. Several?
Several? Okay. Uh, do you have one that you prefer over the others?
No,
So you're like every donut you've ever had, same tier.
no.
No? Okay. Do so how many donuts have you had that are like top tier?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
Oh, is there some news about Artemis? Let's see. Something safety zones.
So I'm definitely a donut guy. I've never really fucked with bagels. I've never found bagels particularly appealing.
What does this safety zones mean?
Donuts, I think, are where it's at, especially jelly filled. Shout out to my boy Jelly Filled Donuts. A lot of my friends don't vibe with jelly filled donuts. I don't know why. Uh,
To up the moon. That is.
a lot of people like glazed donuts and like cream filled donuts. Glazed, of course, is great. Cream filled, I think, is alright. I think people like over exaggerate how good like a cream filled donut is. Because to me, the cream doesn't have like a lot of flavor.
What about like jelly filled?
I've been hyping up jelly the whole time. Jelly filled is my favorite of
Mm.
donuts. What's your opinion on jelly filled donuts?
It depends on the jelly, I guess.
That's fair. I'm not the biggest fan of lemon jelly. Like, I don't really like the lemon jelly filled donuts. What is your jelly preference for jelly filled donuts?
I don't know. I don't know if I've had lemon though, So
What jelly donuts have you had?
I don't know. Probably some raspberry stuff is usually what it ends up being.
Have you ever had one that wasn't like a raspberry?
I don't like buy donuts ever. It's always just whatever like my dad or mom bring home. You know?
Do you think you'll ever buy donuts in the future?
Probably not. Like I don't know.
Interesting. So if you like, if the only
Why would I buy donuts?
to eat donuts,
I don't want to eat donuts. I just buy something else, like bagels.
like bagel, inferior
Like,
pain.
yeah, like some like actual like other dessert that I like cake or something. I probably just wouldn't go to donuts.
You prefer cake over donuts?
I can't, like it depends on the donut, but yeah, probably.
Interesting. Why?
I don't know, Jet. There's some like chocolate bagels that I guess I'd put at similar tier to like chocolate cake, because it's pretty much the same thing
The
at that point.
fuck? I don't. What do you like about bagels? Just like bagels in general.
Bagels are pretty versatile throwing objects. Can hit them with machetes very well.
What does the donut like dodge the machete? Like what?
You're like playing baseball, but you're instead of a bat, you're holding a machete. Instead of a ball, you're throwing bagels.
Okay. Are bagels like easier to throw than donut? Like how are you using this as a metric of comparing bagels and donuts?
I'm not.
Okay. But you're
I'm not using this in a bagel tangent.
okay. But you're saying this is why you like bagels though, right?
Uh,
That
no,
seemed to be the conceit. You were like, I like bagels because they're like tangible physical objects. You hit them with machetes or whatever. I'm like, okay. So that's why you like bagels, which is clearly not. It's like a dumb bit, but I'm gonna go with it. Then,
there's also a bunch of other second wave highs in other places besides Europe.
but what about this desire of bagels over donuts? Like, I've been told by your sister that you're like really into bagels, and even you have admitted that you fuck with bagels a lot, especially bagels and hot dogs for some reason. I don't understand that either.
You ever put a hot dog in a bagel and then eaten it?
I've never fucked with bagels. I've never, so no. Um,
How disappointing.
I've I've never understood like the bagel hype. I don't think bagel,
I'm not hyping bagels though.
but there is a bagel hype that exists.
Oh, okay. So who's hyping bagels?
I mean, you kind of are hyping bagels. When you say they're better than donuts, you already are kind
That's
of.
not me hyping. What do you mean by hyping bagels then?
Okay, which is better, bagels or cake?
Cake. Like it depends on the cake.
Depends on the cake. Okay. What's your favorite kind of cake?
I don't know. I've tried and liked many types of cake.
And you're like many of which are on the same level
Probably.
with no, no.
I don't go ranking all these things all the time. You know?
I guess I find it.
Well, it's like Jet, you do tier lists? I'm like, yeah, so I don't do tier lists all the time. Of food, I guess anyway. You know? Maybe
So
sometimes, but not all the time.
if I was to do tier list of stuff, based on like the stuff that you've asked me, well, that I've asked you about. I asked you about like Naruto versus Boruto. I would say I couldn't really comment on that from an anime perspective. I haven't watched a lot of like either anime. So I've seen so little of both that I just it well I can try and form an opinion based
A little of both. You only know
on
the
both.
first Boruto anime opening.
So I would say between the two, I would have to say Naruto. Um, I really like. I like the tuning exam, excuse me, stuff that everybody talks about when they talk about how good like Naruto is. But I also like the Zabuza bridge thing. Like that sticks out. There are like certain moments in the Naruto anime that stick out to me when I think about Naruto and what I like about Naruto. And there are like specific like character moments and arcs that I think are cool. With Boruto, the main thing that I think about is the manga. And when I think about the anime, I go, Dinky's an interesting idea. I'm like, I love the idea of like a ninja who's like, I'm not particularly good at like the fighting stuff, but I do computers in this world where computer stuff is like new. And Dinky's just not in the fucking manga, like at all.
That's because the anime is just better, I would say. Like it has these cool characters that just aren't in the manga.
Yeah, but you guys don't have Kawaki yet.
Yeah, but we probably will.
Yeah,
And
but
then when we get to that point, we'll have like probably several more appearances of Denki along the way.
yeah, but do you
The manga will have
uh,
zero appearances of Denki along the way, you know?
do you guys have all these cyborgs?
No?
There's a whole bunch of those guys.
Yeah, we'll probably get to that
Mm-hmm.
100 episodes or so from now.
Uh-huh.
And then by the time that happens, the manga will just be lame still.
Oh, so you
Because it's so danky.
because there's no dang.
Yeah. And stuff like that.
We'll see.
There's no like, Kurama stuffed animals. Kurama.
Oh, I asked you about that. Um, I asked you about like bagels versus donuts. I gotta go donuts, fam. My favorite bagel is like a blueberry bagel. Maybe like a cinnamon. Nah, probably a fucking blueberry bagel. And then my favorite donut is probably like a glazed apple fritter. Probably. I gotta go with that, I'd say. And I'm salivating thinking about the glazed apple fritter. The blueberry bagel feels like there's nothing else sweet anywhere on earth. I guess I guess I'm gonna have this blueberry bagel or whatever. It feels like a very like afterthought thing. Like I'd rather have a PB&J than to have like a blueberry bagel. I'd probably rather have just like peanut butter crackers than like a blueberry bagel. I might pick a blueberry bagel over like a piece of fruit, maybe. If I'm picking between like a small sweet thing to eat as like a part of a meal or something. But bagels are not at any high esteem. Waffles all day over bagels. Pancakes all day over bagels. Cake all day. Pie all day. Fucking like toaster strudel all day. Pop tarts all day. Bagels they're not up there for me. If I had to pick between like blueberry bread, like just normal fucking bread, but someone like baked blueberries in it, or like a blueberry bagel, I'm probably picking the fucking bread. I don't, I don't see what the appeal is of bagel. It has like a slightly different texture, I guess. It's shaped like a donut, so it's like a kind of more oval or whatever. So it's trying to trick you into thinking it's something better than it is, imitating the superior donut. Bagels are just not up there for me, Chief. They they're all right. I say they're chewy. That's their like interesting thing. They're like it's chewy, kind of like chewy is like the only adjective coming to mind. Chewy, kind of smooth, I guess. Donut esque fucking bread. And then people like cream cheese. I don't even remember what cream cheese really tastes like outside of like a cheesecake, kind of like cream cheese. Cream cheese tastes good. That doesn't mean bagels taste good. I don't know. But that's my take on bagels versus like donuts. Well, I didn't talk about what I like about the apple fritter thing. The apple fritter thing is like if you take a cinnamon roll, which I already like cinnamon rolls, and if you took like an apple pie, I already fuck with apple pies, and you took like a jelly donut, I already fuck with jelly donut, a glazed jelly donut, and then you put it all together. So it has like the cinnamon kind of flavor of like a cinnamon roll, but and it also has the size of a cinnamon roll. But then it has like this glazed exterior of like a jelly donut. And then the jelly on the inside kind of reminds you of like an apple pie filling. And it's good like warm or cold. And I actually like baked goods cold most of the time. It hits. It checks all of the boxes. It's just a bunch of good stuff put together. Unlike a bagel, which like imitates something good, but then is inferior. I don't. Chewy isn't enough for me. Smooth isn't enough for me. For a bagel to be like anywhere higher tier. Um, what are your thoughts on those opinion drops?
They sound adequate.
They sound adequate. Okay. Have you ever had a rainbow bagel?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, I'll screen share real quick. Here we go. Share Chrome tab. Well, no, application window. Okay, you see the rainbow thing in the upper left-hand corner? He has to navigate back. He's like, where is it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So I imagine you haven't had one of these before. What is your opinion on the aesthetic? Like, do you think you would want to eat a bagel that looks like this?
What does it taste like?
I don't know. I've never had a rainbow bagel. I don't fuck with bagels, as we went through a moment ago. um, would you be curious enough to know what it tastes like to try one without being told what it tastes like?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Does it look appetizing at all?
I'm gonna say it doesn't matter.
If you had to guess what flavor it was, what would you think it
Strawberry.
was? What?
Strawberry.
Strawberry? I've never had like a strawberry bagel. Sounds very mediocre. Uh, Interesting. Would you take a strawberry bagel over a strawberry donut, Ryan?
I don't know. We've never had either.
Never had either.
At least I
Interesting.
don't think so.
So are you fascinated by the idea of a strawberry bagel?
No.
No? Okay. It doesn't sound like even if it was like, yeah, it is strawberry, you'd be like, strawberry. Um, what flavor of bagel would get you hype for the rainbow bagel?
Why would I get hyped for the rainbow bagel?
Because it has like a flavor that you're really excited about to like consume in bagel form.
Like egg flavor?
Oh, true, because you said you like egg bagel. Wait, hold on. Is that what the fucking egg bagel is? It's a bagel that tastes like eggs?
Kinda. Like it's a slight. Like it's like think of like a plain bagel, right?
Okay,
But now think of it as slightly yellower,
okay.
and that's what an egg bagel is.
Nigga, but the
I don't
flavor.
even know if
What
you can
about
taste
the.
the egg very much. Like I guess they just have a bit more egg that they mix in when they make it. That's just what it is.
What's the flavor difference?
Between it and like a plain bagel,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I guess it's marginally better, but
What?
I haven't really had the side by side to compare the two.
My boy Ryan's like, my favorite bagel is the egg bagel. Oh, cool, Ryan. What's it taste like? Yeah, I don't know. It's yellower.
Yeah,
Sure. Cool. Uh, do. Let's see. So I learned a little bit more about Ryan's take. He prefers the slightly yellower variety of bagels.
it's true.
Okay. Let's see. When was the last time that you got excited for a game announcement?
Uh, I don't know, cause like usually when there's new games, I can't play it, so I just don't get hyped for new games. And that's if I even hear about it. Most of the time, I'm just not. I don't have my ear to the ground on that, so I just don't hear about it until like it's already like oversaturated, and then at that point, I might hear about it.
Oh shit! Your cursor tricked me. I thought it was my cursor, and then as I moved my,
Surprise!
and then it didn't move. I suddenly was like, "Wait a minute! Why is it so fucking big? So why is the cursor like this huge cursor?" Let's see. Bagels, Naruto, Boruto. What's another question that I asked you where you were like, my opinion? I'll answer it. I'll answer whatever the question was. Hit me up. Do you remember other questions that I asked you? Other things that I tasked you to
No.
try and answer on the podcast. Ha, ha, ha.
Do you want me to?
Want you to remember? So, yeah. If you remember, like if you don't, you can just be like, no, I don't.
No, I don't.
Okay, cool. Let's see. So, why do you not have an interest in watching Tower of God?
Barely heard of it.
Barely heard of it? It's good. It's kind of like Hunter x Hunter. I watched the first
Yeah, but I don't. I'm not into Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter's good as fuck. Uh,
You say so.
what do you need to know about Hunter x Hunter to get you hyped to make you want to
I
watch?
haven't ever watched like any of it
Right.
except maybe a little bit of the first episode.
Okay. What gets you hype about anime?
What?
What gets you hype about like
What even gets me
that you
hyped?
enjoy?
Just, like, like you see how like hype I am like right now, like in this moment. It's usually how I go around the internet watching things. So I'm not like bouncing off the walls, hyping stuff.
Ryan out here long.
Very
Why
normal, normal, like emotional level, I guess.
Ryan is acting as if he doesn't get hype about things.
Because you asked me like, what do you get hyped about? I'm like, I don't know, nothing maybe.
Nothing.
Oh,
Lies.
like, I don't know.
Lies. So you're telling me you don't get hype about anything, right?
Like, I don't know, maybe.
What?
What do you mean, what?
False statement. So,
Can you think of examples of things I got hype about? And maybe we can establish a pattern.
what if I appeared at your doorstep right now with
I'd say go home.
You're like it's a pandemic. Don't be. Hold on. I'm not staying. I'm
Okay.
leaving.
Well, why are you at the door?
I'm leaving a sanitized dozen of 12. Well, I don't know why I said a dozen of 12.
Sanitize the food?
Well, like the container or whatever. Like I sprayed the container of the food with like.
Just like do like one of those like DoorDash or something, like deliver it to my house.
That's what I'm
Why would,
doing. I'm sanitizing.
why would you come over?
It's a gift from me.
Okay.
I'm bringing to you. It's a dozen egg bagels, and a signed copy of Batman Damned, and also
Signed by who?
signed by who? Eric Larson, because he's like the only person that you would care about, even though he didn't work on Batman.
Is he the only person I care about?
For a fucking comic book signature, whose comic book?
What about like Alan Moore or something?
You want me to get
It's not like I don't
to
know
sign
what
a Batman?
care about
What
other,
Alan
like,
Moore
artists.
comic have you read?
I don't know, like Bruce Timm. He's got cartoons and stuff.
You do like Bruce? You want him to sign Batman?
I don't know. Like I don't.
You
I
want
don't
him to
care
sign
about
the dick? You want me to open it up and be like Bruce Timm?
I don't care about the Batman thing
It's the
or the bagels.
Batman's dick comes
Why are you
from.
sending me bagels?
Because
I
you
can just
like
get
egg
my own
bagels.
bagels.
What should I send you if not bagels?
Don't send me anything.
Ryan tripping as if he doesn't like egg bagels. We just had
Okay,
a
you can't have it.
conversation.
If you feel the need
Mm-hmm.
to send me something,
Mm-hmm.
send me more Yu-Gi-Oh volumes. It's like the birthday present. This is the only thing I could think of that you could send me.
So you're saying if I did send you egg bagels, you'd be like, I don't want these.
What? No, I'd be like, why are you sending me egg bagels?
Nigga, why do you think I'm sending you egg bagels?
Don't send me egg bagels.
You don't want the egg bagels.
I don't want you to send me them.
Why?
Because I don't want you to do that.
What if I don't deliver the egg bagel?
Well, I don't want you to do that.
Why?
Like having someone else deliver it.
Okay. If you
It's a waste of transportation energy.
transportation energy,
The gas.
is it a waste if you get to enjoy your favorite type of bagel?
It's not worth it.
What if hot dogs are with it?
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it if hot dogs are
It's
with
not
your
worth
egg
it.
bagels?
They put butter on the hot dog?
Yeah, buttered hot
Not
dogs
worth
and egg bagel.
it.
What if I got some famous chili? Famous.
I don't know what that means.
I went up.
Probably wouldn't like it. Probably be like spicy or some shit.
What if I got cookout chili? Fuck the famous part.
Is chili good? I don't think it was like kind of mediocre, I think.
You ordered it multiple times.
Yeah, because they or else what? Order something else?
You do order.
Or mediocre?
You eventually stopped ordering the chili all the time.
Yeah, because it's not that good.
But why'd you say
Get more like quesadillas or something.
sure, nigga? Fine.
What I did.
I know. So the egg bagels, I send those.
Why? No, don't do
No,
that.
no.
Stop.
The hot dogs,
No.
buttered.
You don't even know
Okay.
what kind of hot dogs.
You like grilled hot dogs.
You don't know what kind of meat. Like says some chicken ass hot dog.
Nigga, pork.
Turkey hot dog.
Pork hot dogs.
Why? That's not even my favorite type of hot dog.
You like beef?
I guess. Like I've only ever had.
Then beef,
What do we have
nigga.
right now?
Beef butter hot dog.
Brand of beef that I can recall, like a specific brand.
You can't recall the brand name?
What? No, I like other times I just didn't know what the brand was.
What's the brand now? What brand hot dogs do you get?
I think it's like the Oscar Mayer ones.
Okay, Oscar Mayer beef buttered hot dogs with your egg bagel,
Don't do that.
your cookout quesadilla, chicken or cheese.
Why? Why are you doing a cookout?
Or was it beef? What kind of quesadillas was it?
They don't do delivery. Like I don't know what you're talking about. What is this?
Nigga, I can hire a person
Don't do that.
and get the thing. The whole point is to ask how would you react to get in all this.
I would say stop doing this. And
What
then
do you mean stop? It already happened by that point. What do you mean stop doing it?
Like don't do it again.
It's not like a subscription service. Well,
Don't do it again.
why do you think it's gonna happen again?
Because if you did it once, you could try and say it's a precedent.
Well, then if I'm gonna do that, then when you say don't do it again, am I just gonna say, well, a precedent has been set? Clearly, I can now do this as many times as I want.
I mean, you can try.
Could try. What are you gonna do? Like home alone your porch?
I don't know.
Stop
Probably
you.
nothing. Like, there's nothing I would do to actually stop you from sending the things.
Would you consume the things?
I mean, or else nothing will happen to them. Then yeah.
I mean, something will happen to them if you don't consume them. They'll like decay eventually.
Right. In lieu of that being the only other option, or I guess maybe someone else could eat it. I don't know who else.
Someone else could eat it. Maybe like Michelle or something. Well, she likes noodles.
Eat hot dogs or egg bagels that much.
You didn't eat egg bagels? Wait, what kind
I don't know what kind of bagel she eats.
You don't know what kind of bagel she eats?
I'm gonna go ask. I'll go ask. Take my whole ass laptop all the way.
Did you say whole ass or hoe ass?
I would not say that second one as flippantly, I don't think, without it being like a joke. Knock, knock. What kind of bagels you eat?
Bagels?
Yeah, but what kind?
Plain?
What about
Everything?
what?
Eggle? Not eggle.
Nice. So about the eggle. Eggle.
Eggle?
Do you like the eggle ones more or less than the other ones?
I like them.
So you would eat it?
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
Michelle, before you go, Ryan. For one, It's good to hear from you. I hope you're having a good day. What the fuck does an egg bagel taste like? Ryan said it was yellow. That's not a flavor.
It is yellow.
What'd she say?
She said it is yellow.
Yeah, but what does it taste like?
It's not that different from.
Yeah, like it doesn't
It's
have a
just
very
like a
distinctive
slight
taste.
variation.
But Ryan says that he like prefers it. And I'm like, why? Like, what about it?
I'd also just eat the plain ones anyway.
But Michelle, which is better, a plain bagel or an egg bagel, in your opinion?
If I had to choose, I would eat the egg bagel.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so what about the egg bagel is better than the plain
It's
bagel?
bright yellow egg taste.
Michelle.
It's the same answer though.
Is it?
Okay, what does egg taste like?
Eggs taste like like if you're like it tastes like eggs, you can say that, right?
It doesn't
I don't
taste
understand what that means.
It's always
Because I've
light
had eggs before.
It's not a strong egg.
strong flavor.
What did Michelle say?
Hello?
Hello? Michelle?
Where?
I hear a lot of door creaking. Yo, Michelle,
Oh.
what does the egg bagel taste like?
No.
Oh, you're like setting up like the shot. Did you tell Michelle that we're like recording a podcast? Like, does she know she's on a podcast?
No!
Of course not. This is on the internet, Michelle.
Well, no one cares.
No one's gonna watch this. If they did, they'd be the people who watch me sleeping.
True. So, Michelle, what does an egg bagel taste like?
It's hard to describe because it's pretty vague of a taste.
It's vaguely slightly more egg than a normal bagel.
Is it like savory?
Although I think maybe the crust is kind of different. Like the outside is slightly different than the normal plain ones. It's like a different
Well,
kind of
it's not sweet, it's not salty, it's not sour. So I guess
egg.
it's savory.
So it's a savory. But what is a normal bagel then? Like, is a normal bagel just plain? Like, it's
Egg bagel you had
Yes.
is not that much different from a plain bagel. It's just very slightly more egg.
But what sets it apart? Like for you to be like, so it's
You have a Venn diagram, right?
okay.
And
Yeah.
then the middle bit is all the stuff that are the same, right?
Right. Yeah, that's how
And then,
Venn
like,
diagrams work.
On one thing, it just says egg. And then the other one says plain. And that's the difference.
No, that's just the name.
No, you just gotta
Venn
give him
diagrams
an
work.
egg bagel and then a plain bagel and then he can figure it out himself.
Yeah, you gotta do the inverse. We gotta ship bagels to Jet so he knows what we're buying. It's that federal reference.
Michelle doesn't get that reference.
You know? It's the same thing.
Okay, so is it the name that you like more?
Name of what?
No, it does taste different.
How?
It's just not a big difference.
How is? But you, when you talk about the difference in taste, you guys can't describe the difference in taste.
It's not that we can't describe. It's just like a minute, like it's a very weak egg taste.
So it does taste like egg.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure? Like, does it taste like egg?
If you put like a hot dog in it, you might not be able to, like, it might it's easily overshadowed the egg taste.
Overshadowed what? So it is an egg taste. It tastes like egg. Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Subtly like egg. Like, is that the?
Subtly like egg, yeah.
Michelle, do you agree with this assessment of flavor?
You know, I'm not sure.
How would you describe?
It tastes like egg. I just assume it tastes like egg because it's called egg.
What the fuck do you mean like a? Because once you eat it, would it no longer be like assumption? Like when you just know what it tastes like?
But like if you have like a taste of a flavor, right?
A
But you
taste of
can't
a
actually
flavor.
taste it. Does it actually have that flavor?
What? So you're saying like if I got like a strawberry lollipop and I put it in my mouth and I was like, I don't taste strawberry, and you're
What about
saying,
if it's like a fusion flavor, right? Like you have like two juices or something, right?
right?
And then like one of those V8 things, and you can't like taste one of the flavors in it.
Okay.
Does it really have that flavor if you can't detect?
But it would taste different than just a plain, like, just one
then just
flavor.
like you can detect that it's different, but you can't really detect that it's like that flavor.
Okay. I'm following the logic. You could still then say, so how is it different from just plain juice? And you'd be like, it's like tartar or sweeter or like some like descriptor. Y'all niggas are like vague. It tastes vague. So you just throwing stuff at it hit the camera too. It made a thunk.
It didn't hit the computer though. Oh.
Let's see. But yeah. So what is the vague flavor of the egg bake?
I wonder how much
It's
like
too
egg
vague to tell.
Because like in a juice that have like 5% juice. I'm like in a bagel. How much egg is it? Like 5% egg? What's the egg content in there? Like in the ingredients you say egg, but like how much egg? Like how many milligrams of egg?
How many milligrams of
Ingredients don't do that. They don't put like the proportions.
Well,
on,
they're
like, the
listed
packaging.
in proportion. Like what's listed first is the most ingredient,
Is that how that works?
and then it goes on. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
egg bagel?
But still, that doesn't give you an idea of like precise scientific, and because there's variability between bagel to
Okay.
bagel.
I got a
Uniform.
from spoonuniversity.com. I've never heard of this website in my life. So the excerpt is, but do egg bagels taste as good as other bagels? I'll let you in on a secret. Egg bagels taste better than regular bagels. They have a softer, less chewy texture than a normal bagel, which makes for easier eating and slicing. Also, the egg adds a richness and depth of flavor that isn't present in your typical.
But is it an egg flavor?
So it's richer. The flavor is richer and deeper. I guess is what the fuck they're saying. What the hell is that mean?
What about food?
I know we're talking about food, right?
Yeah, like how people describe food, like Ratatouille shit, like a review.
I understand richness. I've heard that. What the fuck is depth of flavor?
You ever watch Ratatouille?
More flavor.
It's got depth. You have flavor, deep flavor.
Deep flavor. Let's see. The more varied and complex they are, the greater the depth of flavor.
Conversation enough
Do what you want.
for you to leave.
No, get out of here.
I got
Get
homework
out
to
of
do. I gotta
here.
describe dark energy.
Describe dark energy?
Actually, I'm having difficulties.
Gee, I wonder why.
Hold on, I got you. Dark energy.
Jet, the Google shit ain't gonna work on this.
I mean, how in depth is she describing it? Do you just give like a sentence on dark energy?
Lecture on dark energy, but he spent half the time talking about dark matter.
Yeah, that's what happens when people talk about dark energy matter. It's
They-
always
they
dark
always
matter,
talk
and then
about-
they're like, "Man, dark energy's there." Don't worry about it. Hand wave it in. It's like, bro, that's a whole like 20% of the universe right there.
69%,
That too.
according to his pie chart in the beginning.
Yeah, don't worry about it though. Don't worry about it.
Ryan fades into the darkness. The dark
I'm not
energy.
just in the hallway. Like my room is over here.
Dun dun. Dun 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 dun, depth of flavor. Egg bagel.
Why are you doing this, Jen?
So,
Why is
it sounds like depth of flavor just means
deep flavor?
deep.
Deep.
Let me look at this Quora article. Depth of flavor refers to the layers of flavor within a dish.
How pretentious. Is like layered dip? Like,
Did you say layered dick?
yeah, layered dip. Like 7 layer dips. You know, like for chips.
Yeah, but bagel. What are the layers of flavor of an egg bagel?
I don't know.
Also, um, I just realized I don't like that certain websites, when you go to the website, it then pulls up your like email addresses. Like you'll go to the site and then it'll be like, do you want to log in using one of your email addresses?
I've never had that happen because I don't have some Google Chrome ass shit making that happen on my computer.
Google Chrome ass shit. What browser do you use?
This Safari.
Safari? Okay. Yeah, you are like
Always
ac-
prompting me for emails.
oh, what are email?
I said it's not always prompting me for emails.
Well, when you go to Quora, does it ask you what emails you want to use? That's not how you spell it, but okay.
It doesn't matter. It'll get there.
You're right.
You mean like this?
Well, not exactly like the like go to like a Quora question. Like what does depth of flavor mean? Yeah, that one. Okay. Yep. It looks like it doesn't. See, I
What do you
asked
want?
you to
You
do.
want me to sign in or something?
So for mine, as soon as I get to the site, it like has like two of my email addresses pop out, and it's like, do you want to sign in using these email addresses? Even though I don't have a Quora account, it's just like, do you want to make one though, connected to your Google? I don't like it.
So they turn that off.
Probably shouldn't do that now. Probably would show even more of my information. Let's see. Did you ever watch that Dark Crystal show that was on Netflix?
No,
No.
because I've never watched the movie.
Oh, you never watched the movie? Do you have no interest in watching the movie?
But I have no interest. I started watching the first like 5 minutes of it once, but then didn't continue.
Interesting. Do you want to at some point watch The Dark Crystal?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Um, it's okay from what I remember. I don't remember Dark Crystal being like a banger necessarily. Have you seen a Ninja Turtle movie? Like ever?
The Batman one.
Oh, right. I watched that one with you.
I've seen some of the older like puppety live actiony ones.
Which one?
I don't know, one of them?
What happened in the movie?
Was like one on VHS. I'm not sure which one. Maybe the first one?
What happened in the movie?
I don't know. It's the one where he loses his sight. Or his side. Raphael. He drops it or something.
That's not.
And there's foot ninjas everywhere and they're fighting and some shit. I don't know.
There are foot ninjas everywhere and they're fighting. And Raph loses his sight. I don't think these are like main plot points.
That's just what I remember from the movie because I really watched it as a child. I was probably watching like Fern Gully a whole bunch or
I
Jurassic Park 3.
I don't think
The
I.
other movies they had on VHS over there, my girlfriend's
Is
house.
Fern Gully about like smart mice or something?
No, Fungo is like an environmental thing with fairies.
Oh, I don't think I've seen Fern Gully.
This.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Fern Gully.
Well, go watch Fern Gully, I guess.
Is it a banger?
Sure. I don't know.
Sure.
It's
Okay.
been a while since I watched Fern Gully. Isn't there a second one? And the villain is pretty cool. This guy.
Is he pollution?
Yeah, he's like some kind of incarnate of pollution. So he's just
That's what
fucking
I'm looking
wild.
at. That one doesn't look as cool. Let's see. What was your favorite children's movie as a kid?
I don't know.
Okay. What's your favorite children's movie as an adult?
You ever seen the Barney movie?
The Barney movie? What's the plot of the Barney movie?
There's some sort of like egg, and there's some wish granting creature inside, and they need to get the egg back to some place for it to do a hatch and grant wishes.
Okay. Are there obstacles?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like essentially it's just them going on like a trip to get it there. There's like balloons and stuff. It's like a time limit. There's not like a villain, I don't think, right? It's just like they just need to get it there before time runs out. So they're just trying to get there.
Where are they trying to get it? Wait. What's that Barney movie thing?
Yeah, it's like a rainbow. Like by the time, because these like rainbow things will like color, like they'll grayscale out. So they need to like get the egg to hatch before time runs out. It's kind of like the Ben 10 movie, except different. But it's like he's got time, so he's gonna get it to the place before time runs out.
It's kind of like been with the self-destruct
He had it on like
watch.
VHS. I had just seen it several times. There's some kids there too.
What's up with the fucking Barney movie thing that has the guy from Get Out?
I don't know. It sounds like maybe he's gonna do some live action Barney movie.
Hold on. Live action as in like he's gonna wear a big purple suit or live action make him look like a CGI dinosaur? Live action Barney movie in the works from Get Out's Daniel Kaluuya and Mattel. Xylophone cuts through the darkness. Scroll up to that xylophone shit. Scroll down to that xylophone shit. Xylophone cuts through the darkness from within a slide as an eerie voice begins to sing.
Oh god.
I love you. What the fuck is this? Is this a real thing?
Edgy Barney shit. I don't know.
Is it a trailer? Like, is there a trailer for this?
No.
Hold
That's
on,
just
scroll
making
up.
a joke.
When was this released? Oh, October
20
18th. Okay, it wasn't
a
April
year ago.
Fool's. I thought it was April Fool's for a minute. Nigga, is this real?
I got your Prime Day. I don't want you.
It is Prime Day indeed. I saw an Amazon Echo for like $20.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, was it 98? Yeah, it's like Prime. Me having shit on VHS and watching it a whole bunch.
Barney live action movie 2020. 6 confirmed things about the Barney movie by Screen Rant. Mattel Films announces a Barney.
Never Barney. Okay. So creepy right here. Look at his eye.
Sure. I mean, I don't really think he looks that different from normal Barney. Is it the fact that his eyelids aren't low? Like, you're like, I can't.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. Just looks creepy in there.
He's just more alert. He's not sleeping on it.
Spooky Barney.
Eyes wide open.
Eyes wide open. You really think we should be looking at Google Images right now? Could be dangerous.
It
If it wasn't Barney, it could have been a lot worse.
That's true. It could have been much.
We only saw one DV art thing from Barney holding an axe. That could have been porn.
It could have been.
Like any other character. Or even if we just scroll down more.
Barney live action movie could be epic is the title of it.
Probably because we did Barney movie, and it was just like new stuff about the movie or the Egg movie from '98. Like if we did like Barney like fan art or something, that could have been dangerous.
Agreed. Quite dangerous. Let's see. We have like 6 minutes left. I kind of have a better understanding of what egg bagels are. I still don't know Ryan's opinion on most things except bagels. He appears to like the depth and richness
See that? That's what someone else said.
of egg bagels.
And I just concurred.
He's like, indeed. But he's like, fuck onion bagels. They're bottom tier, apparently. I mean, I imagine Ryan wouldn't say that onion bagels are worse than like a piece of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You don't know. So if someone offered you, like, would you rather have this piece of shit or an onion bagel? You have to pick one.
To do what?
To eat.
Why would someone be offering me shit to eat? Who's doing that?
Who's
you doing that? Would you do that?
Alternate universe jet.
What? Alternate universe jet wouldn't be doing that?
No, he slid over. He's like, this is my purpose.
Is he like evil? Does he not know what shit is? Like what's happening?
He's like, I didn't have to be evil to do this. There's a universe for everything.
Are there good guys that are making people eat shit?
What? You don't have to be good or bad to eat shit, says other universe jet. He's like, I'm just asking, which do you want to eat? You gotta pick one.
Onion bagels aren't that bad. Or just pick the onion bagel.
That's what I wanted to know.
Like,
And
it's
then
just like if there was any other type of bagel, I'd eat that first. Like they're like the bottom.
What if there was a shit bagel?
What?
A bagel with shit on it. You gotta.
No.
Which one? That or the onion bagel?
That's not on the list. That's not an option.
What do you mean it's not? It's not one of the only options out of the two.
That's a bullshit decision.
A bagel with shit on it or an onion bagel? Which would you eat? You gotta pick one.
An onion bagel.
Okay, then you're wrong about like if there's any other type of bagel, then I wouldn't.
It's not a type of bagel though.
What do you mean the shit bagel isn't a type of bagel?
Yeah. Prove to me someone has taken a shit on a bagel and/or put some shit on a bagel.
You know I get demonetized for that, right? I can't.
Right.
I guarantee.
Until that happens, you can't establish that like a shit bagel is a real real thing that has ever existed.
I am sure
it would be an option.
It would take so little effort that it would cost all my ad revenue, Ryan.
But you already lost all your ad revenue on the Naruto thing. So.
On the Naruto? You didn't do that during the podcast?
Not yet.
Nah, Ryan. It's okay. You don't have to. It's fine.
There's a donkey video out.
Oh, shit. I'm going to watch.
7 minutes ago.
I might watch that after this podcast. No, after the podcast. Ryan.
What? What'd you say? Disturbing Fate of Clones? Oh no. Watermelon Sea Slug.
I don't personally like watermelon. My melon tier list, I'll hit you guys up. Honeydew. Cantaloupe. Watermelon. That's my melon tier list.
Green one?
The three. Have you not had honeydew?
There's I think green is... Orange is cantaloupe, right?
Yeah, orange is cantaloupe.
Is green the honeydew one?
Yeah.
Okay, I've had it before. Yeah, it tastes good.
Yeah.
Or it tastes all right, I guess.
All right. What's your melon tier list?
I don't know, the only times I really had much melons like that was at the that one restaurant,
That
the Asian food restaurant. What was it called? Bento Box. Yeah, Bento Box. They had melon slices as one of the side dish things. So I'd eat that whenever it went there.
What would you recommend?
Is that place open? I think it might closed. Been
Um,
replaced by that other place.
I don't know. What would you recommend if I was to like walk into a bento box? Like, what should I order?
What do you mean, what brand? You could change an individual store.
I'm saying, what should I order from the bento box?
I'm not even sure if the store exists anymore.
But you said it's like a chain or whatever. If I was to walk
No, it's
into,
not like a chain. It's not.
I'm about to Google bento box restaurant. Are you sure it's not a chain of bento box restaurants? My brain's like, yo, am I tripping? Do 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 do. I may just be wrong. I don't see anything that like not collaborates, corroborates. Is that a word? Now I'm gonna Google that. But I don't see any mention of it being like a chain thing. Corroborate. Corroborate. Let
Yeah,
me
they like closed in 2019.
get the pronunciation.
Corroborate.
Corroborate. Thank you.
I used to go there a bunch, like it was just down the street.
Isn't it next to, well, wasn't it next to like Little Caesars or something?
Yeah, it was in that mall.
I remember seeing it but never going to it.
Oh, I've been there a lot. Like I'd go there instead of those other places.
My mom vibed with the Little Caesars deep dish.
I've never really eaten much Little Caesars.
I feel like people sleep on Little Caesars.
Okay.
I think it's one of those pizza places where people go, it's $5, so it must be bad, but I feel like it's adequate. If someone like blindfolded you and had you eat some Little Caesars pizza, I don't think you'd necessarily know immediately that it was Little Caesars.
Yeah, it's pretty generic.
Right. Oh, I gotta go. So real quick, let's do like some shout outs / recommendations. Ryan, is there anyone that you want to shout out or anything that you want to recommend to the audience?
Yeah, Peter Kropotkin, Conquest of Bread.
Is that like a book?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So speaking of shouting out books, I have a few digital comics that I've released. So if you're interested in checking out some of my digital comics, I've made Rift in Tone, which is like a superhero comic, Blade of Sparks, which is a medieval fantasy comic, and Hunt for Friendship, which is an unofficial Minecraft comic. So if any of that sounds interesting, definitely feel free to check all those comics out, either in the description or on Amazon. But yeah, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button. Excuse me, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring the notification bell to be notified whenever we do these videos. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with Ryan, logging out. Peace, guys. Chicka da gawa.